There we go. Oh, mask's on the drop. I can actually grab it. Give myself like a thick layer of all. Pull up me. Why is she lagging so badly? Like screen tear, which I'm thinking VSync's on. I'm thinking maybe I should just. Yeah, that's lagging real bad. Have to wait to me. I did not swap over properly. Yep, there's my old skin. I could probably create a new one eventually, but eh. It seems like a good enough place of any. Oh, missing no freaking trees. Oh, that didn't last long. don't think I want to sit here too long. Sorry, sheep. I'm so sorry. I really do. Feel fast. Whoa. Hmm. Hello. Hopefully I can find some iron over there. Do-do-do. Okay. Not a single piece of blubbering iron.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, demon. Been a while. What you been up to? By what? A lot of room for interpretation there. On your server, or different, or officials. Okay. On your server. So, boy. Apparently Demon's getting his ass kicked by players on his own server. Actually, yeah, Demon, why is that? Why is in the house? Because I'm just playing the game normally and these guys are loading in. Here. I swear if that pup got out again. So I'm gonna be right back. I got a sneaking suspicion. Stairs. Oh. How are they loading in with wyverns? No. Do you mean like they transfer from one server with the wyverns? And they transfer it, and I don't know how to turn that off. Way. Wait until I can get Libra to that one's new home. Not wait. I don't care. That's the one I want to keep. He's not the troublemaker. Big time. Right now, one of them's whining because they're not getting attention, and I'm like, no, you're not getting attention. You literally were just attacking my attack. Two of the other pups because you got jealous that I was petting them while you were eating. Patience is high, but it's not infinite. It'd be nice if it was infinite, but it's not. Apparently now in Minecraft they have copper golems. It seems like I'll come back to when it was like there's a significant update and it was like, okay, I've had enough. Time to do literally every other game or do anything else. Even though speech really and Skyrim has like fuck all. Unlike Oblivion, where like speechcraft actually matters. Karma matters. Are we talking about completely in the green tree or just any other tree? What was the other two that you are locking yourself into? So that kind of, so you're just, why can't I hear them? Actually, a good question. Let me say something real quick. Okay, yep, that defaulted out. Why? Why did that default out? All right, now speak. Anything, even a letter.
Yo.
There we go. Apparently, the audio channel it defaulted out instead of staying was still Sarah's being a bitch. They can never make a.
You good, man? You seem like you're aggravated today.
Not really. I mean, it's not really even like a lock. They're just having one-handed, two-handed weapons, and both armor types.
Well, you think that's a pretty good lockout?
No, that's like it does not present challenge.
Okay, well, how about I do. Well, hmm. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so the armor I got. Oh, actually, hold on. I think most of the modded armors I got are actually light armor, so I could technically take out heavy.
You light armor, but
One-handed
two-handed.
and two-handed. Because I don't plan on doing magic.
Hold on. Let's see. Light armor, two-handed weaponry, and for the third, since you said you don't want to do magic, so that takes out all of it. That takes completely out the blue tree. You got one in red, one in technically green. Red's like in that weird middle. I would say either alchemy or blacksmithing.
I'm gonna do blacksmithing because I got a lot of weapon mods, like physical sword mods.
Um,
I
it
can
doesn't
do
like
that. Light
this,
armor, two-handed, and you said blacksmithing or alchemy.
yeah.
I can do that. And keep in mind, I'm not using enchantment, so this is actually going to get interesting. I might
No,
actually die for a change, which is what I'm trying to go for.
I mean, if I really want to, I can do a harder lockout, which would be relatively simple to do, just because we have different. For me, it would be like heavy armor, bow, and alliteration.
So you want to be a heavy marksman? Technically?
Do you know what alliteration does?
Yeah, it warps the physical world around you, from what I understand. At least
That's
that's how
illusion.
Okay, then I think I might have got the alteration and the illusion thing mixed up.
The alliteration has um like oak flesh, candlelight.
So defensive magic, basically.
Either creates light or it gives me more armor. Um, Ash shell, detect life, paralyze rune, transmute. That's mainly that one right there. Transmute. Telekinesis.
You just want to make gold out of nothing. But I don't blame you.
But oh, there's telekinesis and then telekinesis arrow. Ebony Flash attack, death, paralyze, Dragonheim, mass paralyze, in equilibrium. So it gives me a lot of defensive abilities, but with having telekinesis arrow, I technically would become a magic ranger. But also I don't do enchantments. That's like where we're similar in that department, where like we just don't do enchantments.
I admit I do cold hard steel and or plating. Though to be honest with you, I haven't done one of these in a while, where I'm cutting out of like everything, but like 3 of them. Because when I used to play Skyrim, you know, vanilla, I would choose 3 skills: combat, armor, and then you know, like I guess you can say profession, or like crafting profession.
I didn't do professions.
I'm talking about like blacksmithing, alchemy, stuff like that.
Oh no, when the list I gave you, there was no crafting profession.
That's wise, because you gotta make arrows.
I was sent because of telekinesis arrow, which does not use unless I'm mistaken. It doesn't actually use arrow. It doesn't consume arrows.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's not a bad spell.
And I'm would use that before I actually start using my bow because it does take it does burn your magic up pretty bad. As one could imagine. I was liable to get my ass in trouble tonight. I'm like to ass.
What's wrong?
One of the post wants to like run around the fucking house and be a nuisance to Anubis, and I'm just like, no, you're not doing that.
You know, I know this is gonna sound bad, and hear me. Oh, but
Yeah,
hear me out.
go ahead.
I would say if they do it more than a couple times, like more than 3 times or 4 times or whatever. Whatever you want to set the limit to. Uh, don't just. I say take 2 fingers and tap them like that and be like, no.
That doesn't work. No, you have that trick. I don't know whoever told you to do that. Those don't work. Basically, you have to mimic dog behavior for the dog to understand. You because they don't. Yeah, you have to keep on with, especially with pups. They don't view you as a human. They view you as pack. So, in order to them to comprehend, you have to mimic dog canine behavior. That's why, like, you know how like there's a certain spot on behind their neck you can actually pick them up by the scruff of their neck, and it does not hurt them.
Yeah.
That tells a pup you're now in trouble. Doesn't work with full grown though.
I'll be honest. I totally forgot that the pups actually have that little scruff. I totally forgot about that. I'm not even kidding.
I just remember I've been raising dogs since quite literally the day I was born. There's not a there's a at this point now. Okay, so there's a bouncy Minecraft. Good to know. There's very few breeds I don't know or I've never raised, and that just comes down to family preference. Like a Chow Chow, I won't. I got nothing against I got nothing against Chow Chows, but no.
I'm mistaken. You don't like a German Shepherd either, do you?
And the funny part is Matthias is half German Shepherds. And he's the one I like. I fooled. If there was a day I came home and he's not there, and I come to find out that mom sold him or got rid of him, I'm going to crash the fuck out.
You know, I would say don't do nothing I wouldn't do, but my reaction would probably be worse.
You don't understand. Every radio station within the next fucking atomic bomb radius is going to creepily play, and I mean every single radio station from AM to FM. It's going to play London Bridge is falling down, but the creepy version.
I would say either that or when the Doom music kicks in.
You want to make it seem like it's a hacking incident. People get less suspicious.
I mean, I'll be honest, most of the people that I know what I'm about, so it's more or less Doom music. I can't play that off. But I'll be honest with you, dude. I actually would have got one of those pups from you if I, you know,
Had the space.
had the space and could actually have a pet down here. Because I'll be honest, I may not seem like it, but I actually tend to. This is gonna sound bad, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way. On some occasions I like animals better than
people.
People.
That's pretty common actually nowadays. The difference is between me and everyone else, I wanted to balance between the two. I mean, there are
I mean,
days
don't
I'm
get me
like,
wrong.
there are days I don't want to deal with people, and there's days I just don't want to deal with animals, or both.
I'm very similar. Very similar, actually.
But no, like having Matthias confirmed to have dwarfism, because like I asked, like, is it possibly due to like his litter mates, like taking over the food? No, it's just like how it is in humans. It's genetic.
Just randomly happens.
Yeah, it becomes more common when you hybridize. So like, if say example, my brother's dog was pure husky, then the chances of dwarfism, come on, dwarfism is rare as is.
I mean, how tall do you think Matthias is going to be when he's grown?
Do you remember how big Apache was?
Yeah.
About that big. No bigger.
Dang, that ain't very big at all.
But he's gonna be bulky as fuck.
That's what we call that's what I like to call a furry. I'm making a joke when I say this.
Oh,
That's
he's gonna be
what
a
I call
furry. He's gonna be a furry heavy cruiser missile. Because he's gonna be fast as fuck. And I can say that without a shadow of a doubt for one fact. His half sibling, Klondike, is big and bulky. The difference is Klondike is a little bit bigger and a little bit more stout than Anubis, and that's because Klondike was Mercy's last litter before she kicked the. We are assuming she kicked the bucket. We know where her corpse is at. We just never bothered to go because at this point now, like, we know like there's probably not gonna be no flesh. It's gonna be all bones at this point. Really dark, I know, but anywho, she was like Saint Bernard, Rottweiler, like 5 different other breeds mixed into one. And what's funny was when Alan would get mad at me because his dog trusted me more than he trusted him, and I had just have that effect on animals. At one point, I could actually walk up onto a buck, to a deer, and pet it. Probably still could. I just got scrub the fuck out of my skin to where I don't smell like chemicals.
Yeah, they got a sense of smell now.
All animals do.
Heck, one time when I was bow hunting a few years back, and me and I was with my father, I think, and we brought out like a little thing of coffee, right? It was like already made coffee inside of like a thermos. I think we went out there around like 5, 6, and dude, they smelt the damn coffee as soon as we took the top off.
See, when it comes to hunting, I can't remember the damn tree's name, but there's a specific tree you can actually eat the leaves off of it, and it tastes like Fruit Loops. Can't remember the name of it. I dead ass like, and there, if you actually like look into it even further, the reason why Fruit Loops taste like the way they are is like they actually original Fruit Loops, not like what we've had for the last 20 years, but when Furley's first came down, when they're trying to get their flavor, they were extracting the leaves out of it, extracting the flavor profile out of the leaves. Now it's like it's artificial as fuck. But when it came to hunting, the way that I was taught is you can't have tea, coffee. If you wanted to chew on something, you go find that tree and you take a fucking like take a basically don't strip the whole tree of its leaves, but take as much as you think you're gonna need to like knock the flavor out. You don't want anything that where the deer can would assume a human. And you want to go the day after rain because deer will not be able to smell. Well, you're more likely to accidentally slip and you just run like put yourself in mud, which makes it harder for them to smell you. You basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to like
Not smell like a person.
You're removing anything where an animal will associate smell with human. The less that you smell of human, the more likely you're going to get your buck. Oh no, it does kind of make sense.
Actually, I mean, it made sense to me when I was being taught, but the only reason we brought the damn coffee that day was because it was cold as all get outs out there, and like we were out there before the sun was up, dude.
Was it still in Virginia, or was this like?
Oh, this was in Virginia.
Okay. Yeah, West Virginia. Try hunting in West Virginia mountains. You ain't gonna like it. I will.
I mean, yeah, but you know that I'm used to the cold and ain't want to say that it's cold. If I'm saying it's cold, it was cold. Though, yeah, up there in the West Virginia mountains, no doubt.
Like that's a different type of cold.
Oh yeah.
Like, but I didn't want to like the difference between like living in the hills and living in the mountains. Mountains fucking suck. Do not recommend. Not on my personal to-do list, as it were. I got I gotta get sand so I can get some glass going.
Oh, that's alright. You're playing Minecraft. I forgot about that.
Like right now, I'm kind of just like trying to build my house up, make it look pretty.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Take pride in what you build in. Or take pride in what you build. There we go. Good God.
Like, my roof is gonna have a skyline in it.
Okay, you said two-handed light armor. And we'll do blacksmithing. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. What kind of house you building?
Freehand. AKA my normal style.
Ah. I gotta be crazy letting you talk me into this. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh, welcome to
No, the
chat.
crazy. Oh,
What's up, playing
like
creepers?
no, the whole screen is like it flickered bad.
Blah.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
tired.
Felt that.
Huh?
Felt that.
Felt that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Yeah, I felt better.
That
That's
just
good.
sound like it hurt.
No, the one that hurts, the one that hits you in your lower diaphragm. What did you do, Chuckles?
That's never a good sign.
Why do you think I'm asking?
Me and Nico are fighting. He's telling me I'm sexy, and I'm telling him no.
You just can't take a compliment, can you?
No, I really can't.
Someone really should just hit you upside the head with bricks.
No, it's more of people used to bully me when I was younger, and it's just stuck.
You didn't ever swing for the fences?
I don't know what that means.
Swing for the fences?
Beat the crap out of your bullies. I sure as hell did.
Yeah.
No, because it wasn't just kids. It was also grown-ass adults.
Oh yeah, they be getting the smoke too, if needed.
But when it comes to tossing smoke, I'm many things of disappointment, but that's one thing I never disappoint in. Turn everyone into a chain pipe.
I'll be honest, there were some days I ran the smoke just because somebody looked at me wrong. I'm not even bullshitting.
Yeah, but you have to realize when I was younger, it took every ounce of me just to ask one question without, people jumping out down my throat. Which is why I will sit there and struggle and not ask for help.
Ah, that works. I'm gonna have to find a way to break you. Great. And then to the everlasting long list of chores.
Good luck
I
with that, man.
don't need luck. Need juice.
No, it would be luck because people have been trying to do it for years
Those
and
people
have
do it
been
the wrong.
very
People do it the
very
wrong.
unsuccessful.
Villagers coming after me.
Oh, I can safely say one thing.
What?
My chances of dying in Skyrim have gone up significantly. Yay.
Have you linked them yet? Because I still want to watch.
You do realize I may be a gamer, but I'm pretty active when I choose to be. And for some reason this week is one of my more active weeks.
That's not what she said, dude. Not like
It
remotely
isn't.
what she asked.
No, I already gave her the answer then. Because I technically gave her the answer while giving her the reason why. There you go. So the answer is no, and I just gave you the reason why.
You just need someone to set it up for you on Twitch.
I'll worry about that the weekend, dude.
It is the weekend still.
Not for me.
Oh wait, you guys are an hour ahead of me. Never mind. You're in the future.
Feel like a future.
How does it feel to be in the
future's
future?
overrated.
Like a sandpaper dildo with no lube.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
And it's dry.
Like the desert.
Somehow drier. Like Antarctica dry.
I'm gonna send this into the banquet table. So, my mom took me to basically Huck's. They didn't have anything that had no meat in it. So she went back into the kitchen and asked Sean to make me a wrap with no meat in it.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of restaurant is that.
It's
Never
not a
heard of it.
restaurant. It's not a restaurant. It's a gas station.
Okay. I'm surprised you don't go for gyros.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll give you the shortened version. Just don't tell us to an actual Greek. It's a Greek taco,
Oh.
but you can get the common ones. Like you can just get it with the beans and the rice. I recommend the sauce. The sauce is amazing.
I don't like beans.
I'm saying, well, you can with the
Oh.
with the additional vegetables already in it, like the lettuce, tomatoes. It's literally just a Greek taco, like a Greek version of a taco.
Have you ever heard of Godfather Pizza?
No.
Okay. Well, basically, in this gas station, they have a kitchen, and they make Godfather Pizza, but they also make sandwiches and wraps and boxo sticks and chicken and mac and cheese and like all that nice stuff because they got a fucking kitchen back there. Well, my mom used to work there, and my mama T still works there, so they know pretty much everyone who works there. And my mom saw that I was hungry, but every time I was looking at like the wraps that they already had pre-made or the sandwiches they already had pre-made, they literally have some kind of meat like chicken or it was mostly chicken. It was like chicken or something else like pepperoni or something that's like meat based. So she's like, okay, fine, I'll go tell Sean to make you a fucking wrap. So she went back in the kitchen and told him to make me a fucking wrap. So that wrap was specifically made for me. Did I break your brain again, Dex?
Oh.
No. All right, I'm gonna hop out.
Okay.
All right.
All
Nice
you guys
talking to
have
you.
fun. Yeah, it's late, man.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Just a little.
I'm working 12 to 8 tomorrow.
Have fun, buddy.
Yeah.
That's probably what time I'm going to be getting off. Well, an hour early for you.
But the
Do what?
problem is I don't know how to drive at night, so that's gonna be fucking fun.
What do you think my driving restriction is?
Huh?
My driving restriction is I can only drive at night until I can go back to the DMV to get it fucking fixed. Again.
Okay. Well, if people could do their fucking jobs, there wouldn't be fucked up in the world.
Well, years ago, legally speaking, the way that I would have to get my license, I would have to move out of state for 2 years, then go to their DMV, get my license through that DMV, and then move back.
Why?
Because my state's people who did not have who have one eye and the other function eye being below a certain percentile could not legally acquire the license.
Technically, they would be called. You'd be called legally blind.
Yes, according to that, there's no defined line on what is and isn't blind. Because some states have a higher threshold, some have a lower threshold. It just changes.
Yeah.
But I could get my license to drive a motorcycle, tractor trailer, everything else in my state. But driving a simple sedan,
Car?
yeah, a sedan, nope. It's like, haha, get fucked, buddy.
Oh.
I found the mother of all Nord meat storages. Oh yeah.
Stop raiding my
Again.
liquor cabinet.
Bro, you need to go
No.
over there and set it up for him because he's never gonna set it up.
I mean, I know he's got. I could do the finer workings. It's just everything else. Like I know he's got already got quit. It's
He just needs
li-
to link it. Mm.
The question is, because of the internet, could he actually stream one off his Xbox?
You'll never know until you find out.
Fair in time, goddamn. Oh,
Alright.
the other portion of the issue would have to be not really the whole. If he had like a console, he can create a delay, and that frees it up a lot. What the fuck did I die at? Well,
Hmm?
shit. Got my ass blown up by a freaking creeper.
I told you to watch out for those damn things.
Creeper. Creeper.
You know how the creeper got? You want to know the truth behind like why the creeper got added into Minecraft in the first place?
I can't remember where that's fucking from. Oh, it's from Scooby Doo. Creeper.
That's Jeepers Creepers.
Huh?
Jeepers Creepers. That was the monster.
From Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
That
the
damn
original.
movie.
No, that's was part of the TV show. That then when they decided to make it into like a movie, that's when they did that Pacific Mall. Me personally, I prefer Cyber Attack.
That's not bad. My favorite one, I have two. I like Aloha Scooby Doo and the witch one. Where the Salem witch.
Yeah, I think Lily
That one.
called it. Yeah, and then they brought him back recently, and God, what? They did him
What
wrong.
back?
Look at the updated Scooby Doo vampire witches. The ones you're referring
No,
to?
not
No.
that one. No,
No, I'm saying like
no, not
I
the
know-
vampire one.
You sure like the gothic rock band?
Yeah, it's not that one. No, it's literally they literally go to Salem and this guy basically brings back his ancestor who was a fucking witch, and it was like it wasn't actually a person in a mask. It was a actual fucking witch.
Which one she's talking about? She's talking about when Scooby Doo and the gang went to Salem,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Well, I was going to say
Scooby
that
Doo
Salem.
and the Salem. I think it's Scooby Doo and the Salem Witch or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's literally called Scooby Doo and the Salem Witch. And like the biggest argument throughout the entire thing was like, is she really a witch? Yeah, she really a witch. She's trying to turn you into a frog right now.
Yep.
I may have only
And-
watched
but-
that one like only a few times.
Yeah, but the vampire Scooby Doo and the vampire, like the
When I was talking about,
the hexing
Yeah.
girls that you were talking about, yeah, they also play in that movie too, because the lead singer is actually a half witch. Literally,
Yeah,
her
wake up.
she has blood of a witch,
yeah,
but she's a good witch, not an evil witch, which is why that's how they defeated the witch in the first place.
the witch is a witch. No, she bitch.
I'm a witch.
Mm,
I float in water. I don't sink. Let that sink in for a second.
I was going to ignore that.
Why?
Because I don't sink.
I don't sink.
Yes, so do
literally-
I.
I literally will can be in the water, knees bent, hands above my head, and still be floating.
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
I have
Also,
to
you
actually.
don't think
I
you
don't-
don't. I'm not moving my legs or anything. I'm
in
not.
order
I'm
for-
not. I'm literally not doing anything to prevent myself to stay above the water.
I have to force myself to sink because I like being under the water as I'm above the water.
Yeah, when I'm teaching swim lessons, people are like, they're like, "How the fuck are you doing that?" I'm like, you can't. You know how people float on their backs? They have to like try to keep themselves up.
I can float
I
on my
can have
chest.
my I can have my knees bent and still be floating.
I ain't gotta even do all that. I can just keep my legs sprawled out like the whole ocean's my damn bed.
Well, that too, but when you the how the saying goes, if you bend your knees, you're gonna sink. Fuck, I will. The only time
Yes.
I'll be sinking is I have a brick in my hand.
Temptations.
Like I'll be swimming, like I'll be trying to like dive down and swim, and my body will gradually just start floating to the top of the surface. I'm just like, really? So yes, I would be considered a fucking witch because I can't sink.
But you also don't practice Wicca.
You don't know that.
At this point, I'm 98% sure you're not a practitioner of Wicca.
No, but I do voodoo.
Eh?
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, if you wanna practice, see if I can get it right. Africanized black magic, be my guess.
That's the only reason why they started doing the witch trials is because they thought voodoo was very devilishly. But before they even knew about voodoo, witches were like praised because they kept the crops from fucking dying.
It was a little bit more than that.
Well, yeah, it was a little bit more than that, but like
It was also because
that's just the summary. That's the summary.
it was also because the priests of the nearby church was actually becoming a little too jealous that they had to share power with the female.
Mm-hmm. Which is why 95% of of the witches that were burned or hung were female. Some of them were. There were a few males, but most of
Very.
them were female.
Very.
It was very few. Yeah, very few. And if the female was pregnant, then they would wait until she gave birth before killing her. I'm like, what was the whole point? Because if you think she's a witch, then maybe the baby's gonna be a witch too. And you can't say the baby is innocent because the baby, when the baby's born, you're gonna treat that like treat the little tyke like it's worse than dirt.
It was thought that with Wicca magic that you had sold your soul to the devil, and so if the accused witch was ever to get prosecuted and they knew she was with child. Since the deal only to the devil only worked with the mother, the child could be saved.
Yeah, but saved only to be abused and treated like shit. So what's the
That-
point of saving the child?
That's why the church commonly adopted them.
To still be abused by the church. That's what that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but at this point, if, say, example, like how you're suggesting, like, oh, maybe that child could also be a witch. Now you got someone who has access, who theoretically could have access to the magic, but they would never use it because they fear a different god.
Mm.
I mean, I would rather deal with 17th century Catholics than any era, except Salahuddin's era of Muslim. I have no tolerance to that religion.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to deal with any fucking religion.
There's many of them. I'm willing to deal with every single one, excluding the Islamic faith. I have my reason.
What I'm saying is, I wouldn't be able to deal with any faith because with my faith of not believing in that bullshit would get me killed.
Hinduism, Greek and Norse pantheon, the Egyptian kinda, just depending on the area. Hinduism, Buddhism, Shintoism. They
They
would
all believe
actually,
in some kind. They all
hold
believe
on.
in some kind of god.
Yeah, but at the same time, when it came to those faith, they really didn't push the whole narrative of you need to believe in my God or you will perish.
I understand that, but like I still wouldn't believe in any of that because I don't believe in God. I don't believe that there's a higher power out there. That is the almighty fucking creator. I don't believe in that. I believe that because energy is neither nor created or destroyed, it's just evolves. That's how we became what we became.
That same argument for all creation myths. Something pushed it to become something else. Big
But
Bang, every
I'm
single
not
creation
saying,
myth.
yeah. Like I could talk about this forever, but
I mean,
it tends to annoy people.
when it comes to the creation myth as a whole, there is not a single one that that has to answer to the question that always gives someone else to give the person who's being asked the question a headache. If this deity had created me, then what entity created that deity? And therefore,
Exactly.
every single one. And the Big Bang Theory
Exactly.
also technically has to answer that question as well, as it what was prior to the Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those many questions. I feel like it's just best that we don't look into it further than what it is. Because no matter what the answer really will be in the end, we'll never satisfy to our own individual perceptions.
Yeah, and the bad side of you know how my coworkers are as it is. Like I'm not saying all of them are bad. Some of them actually are decent people. But a lot of my coworkers that I work with are very highly religious, and I'm just like, they always bring out their damn Bibles, and I'm like, oh my god, can you like not do that?
Well, I can attest to this. I'm in walking distance to the biggest religious college in the country.
Ugh. Oh, Brendan is fucking head guarding. Oh god, great. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be his fucking girlfriend.
What, the skank? Whoops. Did I say
I
that
told,
out loud?
I told you what Kylie did to me, didn't I?
I believe so. Try to bullshit you into getting you into trouble.
Um, basically, rough. There was another head guard that I was talking to. His name is His name was McGuire. Basically, I was talking basically shit about Brendan, and this is before I knew Brendan and Kylie were a thing. And Kylie decided to join the conversation and put her 2 cents in, and I walked away and I was talking to Becky, and then I was saying that Kylie's on my shit list because she pissed me off, and Becky not knowingly told Brendan, and Brendan told Kylie. So then when I got back to the office, it was just me and Kylie. She basically cornered me, and I told her because she's like, I heard that I was on your shit list, and she's like, that's not appropriate to say in the workplace. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't like you. I straight up said I do not like you to her face, because that's what I will do. If you ask me straight up if I like you or not, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm gonna say yes or no. And then she started telling me that I'm disrespectful to head guards and guards in general, and if this continues, she's gonna take it to HR. She's gonna take a case because I don't like her to HR. I basically laughed in her fucking face. Like, good luck with that.
As you should. Like,
But I haven't talked to her since. I've been giving her the fucking silent treatment, because if I do talk to her,
it ain't gonna be a fun day.
I might go off on her again.
I know how most HRs work. They're like, okay, well, definitely take a look into it, and then they never do. Cause like, I'm not doing. They'll say they do just so you get off their ass, and that is it. No more, no less.
Oh, and we have enough people tomorrow. Oh, I don't have to work with Bella tomorrow. Thank God. So you know the person I was talking about, Kylie? So she's not head guarding tomorrow, but she's working as a lifeguard from 5 to 8.
One day.
She has to make sure I don't drown in the water. Because I'm working 5:15 to 8 for swim lessons. I just think it's funny. 3, 7, 3, 1, 4, 1. Oh, she's shot. Oh, Noah finally got to be a shadow. Good job, Noah. We're so proud of you. And what am I working? 3, 2, 3. Okay. I'm working level 3, and then level 2, and then in level 3 again. Nom nom nom.
Yeah.
Nom. Do you know what a place called Eckerd's is? Huh?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's basically like a farm that has it's a farm that you can pick apples, peaches, and pumpkins depending on what season it is. And it has like a big store in the middle because they take what you pick and they make it into food, obviously. That's what I did today. I went to Eckerd's.
That was fun.
It was until I almost puked.
You really should think about going to a doc about that.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Treat me, you get it at a doctor's office is better than what I probably would get at a doctor's office.
I'm not going to a doctor's office. They can kiss my fucking ass.
Why not?
I hate fucking doctors. They think they're fucking know-it-alls. Last I checked, I'm the one that's in my body. I know what's wrong with my body. You don't know what's wrong with my body. Go away. That's why. You know I'm fucking stubborn.
No shit. You need like going, hey, doc, why does X, Y, Z happening? No test, please.
They haven't figured it out in the last, what, 20 fucking years. I don't think they're gonna figure it out.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know. My dad's been sick for like 4 years and they can't figure out what the fuck's wrong with him.
Rewind that. What?
My dad's been sick for about 4 years now. They can't figure out what the hell is wrong with him.
Sounds like an autoimmune system deficiency.
Well, we know he's diabetic, type 1 diabetic. He's been that since he was 10. And he has gastroparesis. But they can't figure out why he keeps losing his voice. And why he can't keep his food down. Even with medicine.
Gastroparesis.
It's a stomach issue.
Yeah, his stomach will self-paralyze itself.
Just saying.
Here's what it is. Not the typical symptoms for the big C. So almost remove that out of the picture. Almost.
I don't know what it is with men in general,
But
like, come on! I put stuff in my bio, and you don't fucking read my bio. You just like, oh, I like you, so I'm just gonna swipe right. Really? It clearly says no fucking men. Dumbasses.
now I'm tempted to find the same application, send it to like the general area, just so I can fuck with you.
Good luck with that.
Don't meet luck.
Bro, it literally says not once, but fucking twice. No men. No couples, no men. No men.
You forget. The very intrusivistic art of catfishing.
Yeah, but 95% of the time, I'm probably gonna swipe left on you.
Sounds like Grinder.
It's Tinder.
What's the difference?
Different apps, different creations. None of your business. That's funny. I'm sorry, I gotta swipe left because you were shorty and because of your name.
I think I like the copper golem. It's adorable.
What do you mean?
They just released the copper golems,
Mm.
and he's adorable.
I have 8 people who like me. What do you want to guess? Like 95% of them are men.
I mean, I wouldn't really be all that surprised.
Just like men do not fucking read profiles.
At this point, you really, when we get the honest truth, it has nothing to do with your sexuality or you saying no men. It's for the simple fact that when we see it, it's like, okay, you're a lesbian. The straight women, quote unquote, have been dogging us for some time now. We're just like, you know what? Fuck it. My companionship with someone who's not even sexually interested in me, because that's it. Also, certain women, at least in my area, they've lied about saying like, "Oh, I'm a lesbian." Come to find out they're straight as fuck, instead of being openly honest.
I'm not just doting on just the men because I gotten likes from women, but if you read their profiles, they're like, I'm in a committed relationship with my man, but we're looking for a third. Like, did you not read my profile either, you dumb bitch?
Survey says no.
No.
Also, I was figuring this. Most people have just became very illiterate.
I don't know how clear I have to be. Just mom did what I asked. Yeah, she did. Okay.
I do what one profile I saw on Tinder, but I thought it was funny as fuck.
What?
No fat chicks, and what I mean by no fat chicks, no one over 500 pounds. If you are over 500 pounds, I'm going to assume you are a super F-150.
Yeah, I'm not really having any luck with Tinder. Unfortunately.
No one really does.
I don't know, my brother swinged a bisexual woman on Tinder.
The same one he can't figure out that, hey, maybe
Nope, the
just
other one.
maybe. Oh,
Other one.
they're a little bit easier.
Well, I told you this. Riddle me this. How the fuck can both my brothers swing bisexual women, but I can't get a fucking date?
So here's my speculation. Those women are either they just happened to get lucky and found that your brothers were exactly what they wanted, or B, bisexual women are just easier.
Well, I have looked at some bisexual women.
Am I wrong in that assessment?
Well, I haven't gotten any likes from them. I think I'm just too ugly, bro.
You can't be that bad. Which is kind of bad because I'm literally the worst person to ask when it comes to looks. Because I can't really care. Blind man paradox and all that.
Well,
I could care less about appearance.
I'm pretty much left on red every time I message someone, so.
Look, I gave up on Tinder for one reason. It's either I got my ass ghosted or B, they were a bot.
Same.
So it's like, okay, this application is riddled with bots. I'm good. Then I got bored and started catfishing people. I understand why people do it. It's fun. Fun to fuck with people.
Yeah, but you have to realize there is sometimes 95% of the time there is another person on the other side, and it's not cool to catfish that person because maybe that person's actually trying to look for someone.
Well, you know how like you just complain about, not reading the descriptions?
Yeah.
What do you think I added in there in the bios? This is a catfish account.
Read my fucking bio.
No. I put in big capital letters. This is catfish.
See, if I like I look at the photos first, and if I like the person's photos, then I read their bio. But if I don't like their photos, I already swipe left. I'm like, nope, nope, nope.
This is where using AI technology is a fucking masterclass in deception.
Well, 95% of the time, I'm looking for the little blue camera, which is it's a verification face, and it's not really something you can
Yes, you can. I've already found. I have already found a way around it already.
Are you really trying to catfish me?
No.
Because it wouldn't work. We're in different states.
One, I would have to do multiple steps just to do that. To do a targeted catfish. One, I would have to get the state, and then I have to go by what I assume would be the closest area code to you, because most people normally set their radius to anywhere between 10 to 15 miles away from the individual. So you already see the problem with that already. Most counties and cities over-compass that radius at alone.
Yeah, mine's pretty set low because I really don't want to have to venture out too far.
So yeah, like I'm not saying I haven't done targeted catfishing, I have, but I got paid.
Stomach hurts.
Easy. 275 bucks ever made. What the fuck? The fucking prick deserved it.
No, my stomach hurts.
Still?
Yes.
Oh no, no, week 2?
Pretty much.
That's odd. Not unheard of, but it's just odd.
I'm kind of used to it.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I'm just used to it.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be shitting my brains out. Oh wait, I did that Friday.
I mean, I'm about to conduct chemical warfare with one of my coworkers.
Oh?
So, I have my own stash of Red Bull. Everyone knows, you do not touch my fucking Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you ask. But they decided, the individual, wanted to do that. Because according to them, my name wasn't on it. But it was... One the fact that my name was on it. It was the simple fact that everyone knows. And it was in a... It wasn't like... It was behind my supervisor's... their food. So they went behind it, grabbed one of my cans. So...
Not cool, bro.
Yeah. I had asked my supervisor today, did you give permission for this individual to get my shit? No. Did they know? Did you see them? After they were already drinking it. Okay. So to what I'm going to do tomorrow is, because I stopped by the store to go get milk and magnesium. I don't know if you're familiar with that concoction.
No, you're not.
I may not have half drunk a Red Bull or a whole bottle of milk magnesium inside it and resealed it back up. It made it look like no one it's not been tampered with. So the individual's gonna learn why you don't fuck with my energy drinks.
Yeah. See, I don't have that problem. Because people don't tend to want to touch my food.
I have already warned my supervisor, like, hey, this person may be leaving early tomorrow. They might have to go get a change of clothes.
Sadistic.
I mean, it was the whole bottle of milk and magnesium.
You know what?
Lemon flavor too.
Deserved. Don't touch people. Why do people think they have the right to touch other people's food or drinks? Just because just because my name's not on something does not mean it is a free for all. You didn't bring it. Your friend didn't bring it for you, so therefore it's not yours, so don't fucking touch it.
So like for over a year now, I've been buying the same case of energy drinks, the same Red Bull. It's the blue cans.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I happen to buy a new different case and they thought someone else was mimicking me. No, 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 no. Pretty obvious. Like, you did not ask me. You didn't even ask the supervisor whose stuff is that. And what's worse, I know that individual saw me this morning put my case in that refrigerator.
Again, like I said, I don't understand the entitlement of people thinking the
Oh.
food in the communal fridge is a free for all.
One part is, after I had told my supervisor to do that, apparently they had told HR. I got a phone call from HR at 10 o'clock saying, yeah, we're going to go ahead and let you go ahead and do this because we don't need someone who's going around stealing people's shit. If they're willing to steal other employees' consumables, then who's not going to say that same individual ain't stealing company products?
Exactly.
It probably wouldn't have stopped you from doing it anyways to teach them a lesson.
No. Me and HR are cool.
It's not like they can stop you anyway. Like they physically can.
Me telling them was a courtesy.
But I want to make sure you don't actually accidentally drink it. So do you like mark it so you know, like, hey, this is
on the bottom?
Actually, huh?
On the bottom.
Okay, that's why I was like, did you like make an X or like do something that you like? Oh, maybe I'm not gonna drink this one. This is the if someone takes my shit again, shit.
On the bottom of the can, right where the expiration date is, I cross it out with a blue Sharpie. It's on the Sharpie I can get a hold of.
No, I'm just making sure you know, hey, cause you said you sealed it back up, so make sure you don't drink that one.
So they're going, oh, why does this taste funny?
I don't know. Why are you drinking my fucking drink, bro?
What's
30 minutes later,
no. It's not 30 minutes.
Probably less than that. I was just estimating.
Milk magnesium and what makes it so potent. You're only supposed to get a teaspoon, and that's enough to like put you in the bathroom in the next 5 minutes. And you know how
a South Park Mr. Mackey situation. Got it.
kind of worse because I know for a fact their department, it's a good 10-minute run from where they are work at to the nearest bathroom. They're not going to make it. I don't care. You're not fucking with my rebels. I have them just so I can, if I come into work late, I have something that's going to like put me in second gear.
Again, like I said, I don't understand the entitlement.
Honestly, I don't think anyone does. Just know they're gonna get the derriere blown all the way out, and while they're screaming, "My God, why have you forsaken me? Why won't it stop?"
I was a fucking bitch, bro.
If I have to, I will purposely do that to like half of do it with a full case and just leave it in there and just tell people like, hey, don't touch this case. It's contaminated.
No,
They'll make
no, they're
it's contaminated with stuff that'll make your shit glow in the dark.
Says milk magnesium's good, but y'all don't want to know what I would do to a thief.
I
I have a pretty good idea.
do too.
I mean, it's nothing serious. Like, yeah, it's my drink. And again, I'm like America and its boats. Don't fucking touch them. But it's not like my wallet. Touch my wallet. Eh. You're going to have a bad day.
Yeah, if you ever meet my brother, keep your wallet tucked somewhere where you think people won't touch.
Got it. I'll duct tape it to the side of my nuts.
I'll give you a perspective, okay? My parents were on vacation. And I was out of the house. They were living here temporarily, and they were snooping. Like, they even went into one of my birthday cards to find money. Yeah. Now, obviously, I had a check in there and not cash. So, yeah.
What the fuck?
They also decided to put on my dad's robe, which now he won't use because that's just nasty. My brother has been basically stealing money from me since I was little. And I'm talking about my older brother, not my younger brother. But he will never let me live. I did this because he pissed me off. You know those lava cakes you get from Domino's?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't eat those anymore. I've never been a big chocolate fan, but ever since I did this, I'm like I can't touch a lava cake ever again. And I did pay him back. So he keeps this above my head because he's an ass. But he pissed me off. So I took his lava cakes out of the fridge and I turned it upside down and basically stuck a hole, like put my finger through it and ate the entire inside and put it back right side back up so it looks like nothing was wrong with it. I did to both his things, put it back in the fridge, and went to bed.
You didn't do enough.
No, I didn't. But he uses it every time. Every time he gets lava cakes. Don't touch my lava cakes. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna touch your lava cakes. I don't fucking like lava cakes. Well, remember that one time? Like, yeah, I remember that one time when I was like 9, 10.
Here's what you should have
He's
done.
one of the,
Should have refilled it with rhubarb. Not the metal. The veggie.
I don't know, man. He uses it every time he orders lava cakes. I'm like, how many fucking times do I have to tell you? I do not like lava cakes. Your lava cakes are fucking safe. If you keep pushing, I'm gonna shove the lava cake in your face like I did with my ice cream on Homecoming when he pissed me off that one time in front of
your friends because you thought you were being so slick and cool. Yeah, I had an ice cream, like cone, vanilla ice cream or whatever. And I told him straight up, if he doesn't knock it off, I'm gonna shove it in his face. He didn't listen to the warning, and he had ice cream on his face.
Ask you honestly, did he ever really listen?
No. No, because he thinks my threats are open threats. Like, no, it's not a threat, bro. I'm gonna do it if you don't knock it off. Like, how many times I'm gonna tell you not to fuck with me? He blames me for his children's attitude.
I mean,
How the fuck is that my fault?
that's good in his eyes.
First of all,
You're the one who's technically raising them.
oh yeah, but first of all, I didn't marry a narcissistic fucking bitch. And second of all, my attitude came from the tree. The same tree that birthed you. So therefore, you shouldn't be looking at me, you should be looking at your mother.
A new metaphor.
Oh, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, now did it?
Guess not. I don't know. I've never met your mother. It'd be kind of weird if I did.
That's not what I meant, but I meant like the metaphor. Like, why are you blaming me when my attitude is the same as hers? And she's the one that fucking birthed you.
Isn't the same brother who's also like keeps dropping his kids off and for some reason? Oh, I'm gonna try and again try to get a boy. For the same one?
Yes, it's the same one. It's the one that has fucking kids. He's like, I want to pimp slap them. I'm like, I'm sorry. First of all, not my problem. Second of all, they didn't learn the attitude from me. It's just genetics. And third of all, they're 3 and 2. Of course they're gonna be telling you no and telling you to fuck off. That's what 3 and 2-year-olds do. They're in the terrible 2s and the terrible 3s. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest. I was telling, well, people who raised me a whole lot worse than just no and F off when I was their age.
Well, they do drop the F-bomb, but that's not from us. Like, I'm sorry that you yell and curse in front of your children. But yeah, I get it, Blade.
That sounds like they're afraid to take accountability.
They never do. Why do you think my mom fell on her sword on Friday? Like, she wanted one more day because she hadn't felt good all week. She has a bacterial and viral fucking infection.
Fun.
Yeah. And which is why she was out of work last week, because she had both of those, and especially the viral, because you can't really do much with a viral infection. But, you know, instead of my brother being, oh, I'm sorry, Mom, you don't feel good, I'll take care of my own fucking children, it's like, well, I already told her that Nana was gonna pick her up.
But the great meme. Well, that's too damn bad.
That's what I told my mom, but she's like, well, she's gonna be very upset and probably having to call me and crying and I just don't want to deal with it and yeah.
Again, too damn bad.
Damn. Well, my mom doesn't like conflict, so she avoids it like the plague.
I get that, but you also need to put her foot down. Oh no, you need to raise your own damn kids. You make them, you raise them. What's that?
And stop burning fucking bridges with people who are trying to help you. I told you he tried to manipulate me and taking the children to school last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could just take them. Like, no, you fucking moron. Last time I checked, the words that came out of yours and your wife's mouths, they are not my children. I have no say in what they do or what they say or do, and you are the parent and I am not. So therefore, no. What's that old saying?
Accountability?
No. When to walk away.
Know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Thank you. That's it.
And it's
Or
the saying comes
when-
from a song, a country song.
Yeah, or when to know your loss and burn the fucking bridge. Well, I think I told you this. I have no remorse feeling. I don't feel, I feel nothing when it comes to them. Like, I don't feel hatred or anything like that. I have no emotions towards them because they have burned every single bridge with me. Now, I could put on a face and act it out and be like, yeah, well, yeah, yeah. But it's all for show. So I don't fucking strangle you. Because I'd rather not go to fucking prison. Because you're not worth it.
Actually, I mean, you don't want to know the terrifying truth that mankind has found a way to put God in prison.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that.
I have no idea.
Like I said, I'm just sick and tired of him trying to manipulate me, and it pisses him off that it doesn't work. I'm sorry. The last time I checked, they're not my children.
Be a damn shame if CPS got involved.
They have. Twice.
Ooh. They're already on their third strike.
Huh?
That's not good.
They can't keep their house clean either. Bro, they have cockroaches.
No, I can't do that. Maybe when I had my reptiles, I could deal with it, but that's because I was feeding.
Feeding them to, yeah.
I no longer have them as they've left this mortal coil last year. Yeah, last year.
This has been happening for 4 years. I say 4 because it's been happening since she was pregnant with the first.
I report with the fuck.
Yep. And she was a lot worse when she first had her child. Her first child. You know how women are when they have their first? Oh yeah, she was 10 times worse.
And my supervisor must have been weird because when she had her twins, her personality didn't really change. Now
Oh no,
to
no, it was more the fact that I want to do that first with my child. I want the first to go. I want to be the first person to put them in the stroller and walk with them in the stroller. I want to go to the mall the first time with them. Blah 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 blah.
oh, that BS.
Yes. 6 months. Because she, not 6 months. It was like 3 months. 3 months, sorry. 3 months while she was not working. They had 3 months to do, put her in the stroller and walk around the neighborhood or whatever. 3 months. They never did it. But then they got pissy when we did it. Like, I'm not carrying a fucking, I don't want to say newborn, but like a 2-month-old around the fucking mall. I'm gonna put the fucking 2-year-old, or the fucking 2-month-old in the goddamn stroller.
Man,
It's
she's
safer
only
that
2
way.
months. If they're only 2 months, they are technically still a newborn. I think.
They are, but at the same time, like it's generally safer if you're at the mall. Put them in the fucking stroller.
I'm not carrying a
You're right
fucking
about that.
I'm not carrying a fucking 1-year-old around the fucking mall. I'm putting the goddamn fucking 1-year-old in the goddamn stroller. I'm not gonna throw my goddamn back out because you don't want me to put her in the stroller because you want to do it the first time. Oh, he got butthurt today because we took them to Eckert's and we didn't take them to Eckert's with us. He's like, oh, why didn't you invite us?
I wonder why.
Because you weren't fucking invited, bro. That's why, because you weren't fucking invited. Well, I wanted to go take my children to Eckert's too. Well, maybe you should have done that. But you didn't. Now, did you?
Oh, the crybaby bitch breaks again.
Welcome to my fucking life.
Making me real glad when my supervisor wanted to fuck me. That I promptly said, I guess she had to learn her lesson that the guy she did fuck was a piece of shit, so, meh.
They don't call them life lessons for nothing.
Nope, they do not.
Dude, you can look at my supervisor and you look at the girl that he chose to be with. Keep in mind, the only reason why he went ahead and fucked my supervisor was because his girl was cheating on him. So, was cheating on him, which should to send up some red fucking fucky flags. Like, why did she cheat in the first place? So,
Yep.
but no, bitches be bitches.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mm.
he decided to, yeah, hold on, let me make sure I said this correctly as historical accuracy. So he has put it out there that since even though they're not together, she is not allowed to date another man while she's raising their kids by herself.
Mm.
While he's staying with a woman that looks like a IRL version of Shrek.
Yeah, he can't do that, first of all. He can't do that.
And also legally he can't do that because she took my advice. If his name's on the birth certificate, then he has no legal say. Also, if his name is on the paperwork, he gets sole physical custody. The women, typically speaking, get the rights. There's nothing he can
Yeah.
do.
Exactly.
I would know. I'm the byproduct.
I am too.
Sucks, doesn't it?
I was technically in my sperm donor's eyes, because I said this earlier, and my mom's like, you weren't. I'm like, maybe in your eyes, but in his eyes, I was a fucking mistake.
See, my father's never said some shit like that.
He's never said it, but his actions speak louder than his words. I was supposed in when my mom was pregnant with me, he was so high bent that I was a boy. No matter what the doctor said, no matter how many times my mom had told him, no, she's a girl. He didn't believe her until I was out in the world. So therefore, in his eyes, I was a mistake.
That's that Muslim mentality.
What?
That's that Muslim mentality. In part of the Muslim culture is like they only want boys.
Not just a Muslim culture, but yeah.
Well, he think gave the rest of the world the idea. For the longest time in China, it was
They used to kill the girls.
no, and from the Shihong dynasty till they became from going from emperor to a dictatorship. Little difference, but it was seen having a girl was more valuable than having a boy, because you could in a way marry your daughter off to some lord and it will give your family more power. So they would actually want more females, than more daughters than males.
Yep, until they because also in their culture, they need a man, a male heir, because when their parents, when their child gets older and gets married, their son is supposed to take care of them after he gets married. And if you don't have a son, then you're not going to get taken care of. Therefore, that's why they put into place the
call it 3-son rule.
Yeah.
Referred to as. You have your two sons who are your first two sons that are supposed to build your family name up and marry if they aren't already a powerful name, they were to marry into one that was, or they would marry a lesser family to strengthen the I can't think of the right word. Basically strengthen the bloodline between the two houses.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, I think it's stupid. That's all.
Oh, I mean,
Like, oh, you don't want women, but you can't get birth. So how else are you gonna get men?
well, that's why they would want as many daughters as possible. Like,
No, I meant the.
Oh, nowadays?
I meant nowadays, and also in Muslim culture. Like,
And
last I checked, men can't get pregnant.
I mean, apparently, medical science is like they're testing that on trans men. Me personally, there's
That's
got to be a
different.
point.
That's different. You were born a female. I meant biological men
No, what I
cannot
mean,
get pregnant.
no, it's what I mean. There's like they're surgically implanting on men who are transitioning into a woman. What the fuck?
I understand that they're doing that, but it's not gonna work because
There's
of
many-
their pelvic. Your guys' pelvic is
Hey, there's no electricity in there to stretch, which is part of the operation. It's completely invasive as fuck. And
Still there?
yeah,
all right.
Alright.
Because on my side, your mic kind of went out, so wasn't sure.
yeah, it's a hyper invasive surgery that they would have to do. There is no electricity in the male pelvics to create that, but that's not where the problem is gonna lie.
No, the problem is that your body probably isn't gonna
Accept it.
accept. Yeah, and therefore, even if your body did accept it, you are no longer a male. You're a female.
Even then, no, because you're what the fuck?
Because you will have to replace your pelvic. You would have to replace your reproductive reproductive organs.
That's not the main issue. You can do all the fancy medical stuff you want. The ultimate problem is gonna
Your
lie.
body's gonna take it. Your body will reject it.
Well, no, it's because you're. I don't remember which part of the body that produces it, but your body is going to, regardless if you go through all this procedure, it's going to keep trying to produce a shit ton of testosterone.
Mhm.
Which that's the signature of, hey, you got the male gene.
Testosterone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Like we have very so this is how different we are between men and female men and women. Women have very little testosterone but have the
estrogen.
Estrogen, thank you, but a lot of estrogen. But you guys are the opposite. You got a lot of testosterone, very little estrogen.
Yeah. Which, again, even if they were to like constantly pump themselves with estrogen, if they're not taking their medicine, let's say they miss a day, it's now going to throw everything out of whack and possibly send them straight to the fucking ER.
Yep. Like I said,
I wouldn't be surprised.
if you worked on transgender men, of course transgender men can get pregnant because they were born a female.
Unless they got
no matter how many pills you take, no matter how many surgeries you go through, your body was designed and built by the cells to be a female. You have XX chromosome. That's biology. It's just, it is what it is. Transgender females or women, whatever you want to fucking call it,
will always have an XY chromosome, which therefore will always be a man, not a woman.
In my eyes, when it comes to that, there's got to be a point in medical science where it's okay, enough's enough. We're crossing a line between medicine and playing God,
Yeah.
regardless
And
of religion.
there is a line, and a lot of people are like can't see it, but doctors are working on children,
Yeah.
like little boys,
Yeah,
cutting their
it-
wieners off and turning it into a vagina,
yeah, that's because of the
they're, like,
mothers.
not just their mothers.
From what I've been reading so far, off the statistics, the vast majority, not all of it, but the vast majority happens to be the mothers, and that's
Yeah,
because
I'm
the
not
core
saying
system
I'm
fucks
not saying
everything.
it isn't the mothers. Yeah, I'm disagreeing with you. I'm not saying I'm just saying it's not just the mothers. It's
Yeah.
just people in society as it is. Like the only thing I can get around of why your baby boy is now a female, and I say that in quotation marks, is if there was a extreme accident. Like I was watching, obviously these are not real, but you know, they could have happened. There was an episode on SVU, where there were twin boys, but one was actually, they were actually biological boys, but one was, turned into a female because when they were first born, when they were snipping the,
Follicle?
nope. The thing on men's penis.
I have no idea.
The foreskin.
Oh.
Foreskin. There was a big accident where it basically the doctors slipped and basically castrated him. Yeah.
That's just painful, even as
So I can get behind that. Like that was an accident. Now, obviously, you could have kind of reattached it, but it wasn't gonna work.
it could have.
Like, well,
As-
you have to
as long as-
realize it was this episode was like wasn't wasn't in the times of the medicine that we have today.
Oh no, this is
So it was
based. This is based off year 2000 medicine. The medical textbook does state that any appendages or limbs can be reattached and basically have its function returned, as long as it's done with it. If it's been put on in cold, you don't want to put it on ice because of course
So you put
frostbite.
it. So let's say you cut off your finger. You're gonna wrap the finger up in like a damp cloth. You're gonna put it in a baggie, and you're gonna put that baggie inside of another baggie that has ice.
Well, you
And
want
you're
to
gonna
put
take that baggie and you're gonna go straight to the ER, because then you have a very small window for that pendant, the
36 hours.
thing to be your touchback.
36 hours. So, if you go by how it's worded in the medical textbook, the fact it says appendages, and if you look further in like what all is categorized, again, back in 2000, what is categorized as an appendage, the male glands are listed as an appendage.
Either way, I was just saying I could get around that because it was an accident. But these day and ages, they're like, oh, my son's playing with dolls and dressing in quote girly clothes. He must be a girl, so I must turn him back, and I must turn him into a girl. Kids are going to explore. Kids, you have to think of kids as they're non-gender, basically. Now, obviously, they have a gender, but you have to think of them as right now they're exploring everything, so they're
Everything's-
non-gender.
Yeah, because everything's new to them.
I hate when people like, especially older folks, like, why is your boy wearing pink? Pink's a girl color. When did color become gender?
It's been on what, like, well, the whole color thing's been around for since the
I know.
goddamn Stone Ages.
I'm just saying, but back then, if it was a baby boy, it would be wrapped up in a pink blanket, and if it was a baby girl, it would be wrapped up in a blue blanket.
Those two
therefore,
colors.
Pink is a boy color.
Well, the thing is, like, the colors have been flipping for so long. If you go by the Greeks, red was, if it was in Sparta, red for the males, and then females would be blue. So that's kind of like where that came from. You go after that to like Rome and did flip, except replaced thing with blue with purple.
Yeah, but you have to be very careful. I learned this. Get in different parts of the country in different times. If you weren't royalty, I can't remember where it was, but if you were wearing purple and you weren't royalty, that's a death sentence because you're not royalty. You shouldn't be wearing purple.
It's also if you as long as you also have the favor of the current ruler. You would have to carry an insignia with you.
Yep. But I saw this episode. It was a Karen episode, and this fucking Karen is wearing blue. Okay, and in front of, like, we're standing in line, like, a grocery store, and in front of her was a grown ass man and a pink shirt. You know, minding his own business, he had a child with him. And his child was a boy, and he was also wearing pink, just like his daddy. And this woman had the balls to tell him, "Why are you wearing pink? You're not a girl. Why is he wearing pink? He's not a girl." And he's like, turned around like, "Well, why are you wearing blue? You're not a boy."
That's fair.
You can't hit me. You can't hit me. I'm a girl. I'm wearing pink. You can't hit me.
Bullshit. The moment you made yourself into a threat, I become like the military.
No. She was threatening to hit him, and because she said he's wearing pink, he must be a girl. He's like, "You can't hit me. You can't hit me. I'm wearing pink. I'm a girl. See, I'm wearing pink. Apparently, I'm a girl. You can't hit me. You're wearing blue. You're a boy. You can't hit me. You can't hit me."
I hate that logic so much.
I did too. I think people should just keep their fucking hands off each other.
No, let people
Does
duke
not
it
matter.
out.
No. Well, yeah, but
Every time there's a fight.
If you're gonna have that mentality, you should be like, no one should be putting their hands on each other. Not just saying boys shouldn't put their hands on girls, because
Some women need to
what
get
if
smacked up in the lip.
What if the girl? I don't know. What if the girl is the one that started the fight? You gonna let your baby boy just sit there and take it? No, fuck no. Fight back.
No, my whole
Give a
logic
shit if
is
it's girl or not.
I believe that people should fight because that way everyone knows what the fuck it is.
I fight.
Because if y'all can't settle a disagreement the right way, let's try the wrong way. If the wrong way doesn't work, then that's when y'all just need to separate.
What also irritates me, which is one of the reasons why I probably won't do public school if I ever had a child. If my kid fight back, my kid is liable of being suspended or expelled. Like, how is that even fair? He or she is just defending themselves.
That's because the
Funny,
school. That's because the school doesn't want people to fight back. They want victims. That's why school
Yeah.
shootings have been on a constant rise, because they do not want to make put in the precautions to prevent to prevent the creation of more victims.
Exactly.
I have. It's always reactionary, like what happened in New York Buffalo, one of their schools. They came out in Buffalo, in New York. Almost every single school, public and private, has metal detectors. But in this one school, there's a door to the outside that a couple students were taking that doesn't have a metal detector. So they're able to walk in with a big ass knife, and they brought other stuff. An individual head, one of the teachers had spoke out for over 19 months until there was a shooting and a stabbing. For then the school just realized, oh, we actually, and then they try to say, no, he didn't say that. The problem is he kept all his he made copies of his own of the paperwork.
Good job. Good job. Keep it evidence. Good job.
So now, here's the thing. So now at this current point, there's apparently there's an investigation, but the school board itself is actually preventing it because they want to hire a private investigator. That way they can make it seem like, oh, we did all the right thing when in reality, no,
They didn't, yeah. And I would not survive high school again, especially with all the new rules.
Me and Blade would get expelled day one, not because of violence. It's because we keep in our damn boots.
You have to lock your phones now.
Fuck no.
Yeah, and especially in Texas, they have these little bags that you put your phone in, and they have the little tag lock thing that's normally on like shirts at like expensive shirts. Those little locks.
Just get a magnet.
Yeah, basically they have one of those on the bag. So you have to put your phone in. Like people will watch you when you walk in. So you put your phone in the stupid bag, and then you have to click and lock it. And you can't use your phone until like the school is over, like last bell.
No, that shit ain't gonna work.
I work with teenagers, so I hear about what they have to do in school these days, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I have to have my phone. I'm sorry that you guys think my phone is a distraction, but it's not the 1980s, 1990s anymore, dum-dums. Everyone has a phone. Everyone has a laptop.
Or some kind of computer.
They have some kind of electronic.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, they will, like, you can't even have your phone out for lunch anymore.
Fuck that.
It's fucking lunch, bro.
I'll be smoking, teaching, and resource officers like Newports.
If anyone is caught with their phone, they'll get a write-up.
Oh, what?
Like, someone got a write-up 5 minutes before the bell, like the last bell rang. For detention, for having their phone out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Private school, I'm moving my happy ass to fucking Europe.
No, I'm doing homeschool. Fuck private school, that's expensive, and fuck public school because their rules make no fucking sense.
It's for me, it's just too reactionary. Sorry. So they only act when a travesty has occurred.
Oh yeah.
So in my eyes,
But this is the funny part. This is the really funny part. So, kids these age, now in age, don't know phone numbers from the top of their head. Okay. So
Yeah,
at the high school I went to, if you were sick and you went to the nurse's office, you had to call your parents. Now I know my mother's number because I'm not an idiot, but these kids day and age don't know their parents' number. But you can't use your phone. So how the fuck are you gonna call your parent?
makes sense.
It don't.
I need to take my phone out so I can call my parents. No, no phones allowed in school. But you need to call your parent. How the fuck am I supposed to call my parent? I don't know their number. It's in my phone, but I can't take my phone out because you're gonna write me up if I do.
The magical word is get bent.
What's the other thing? So nowadays, to upload your to turn into your homework, you got to upload it. But some people have to use their phones to upload it, obviously, because sometimes they can't use their laptops. But you can't upload it because you can't use your phone in class. But then, how are you supposed to turn your shit in?
That's the fun part.
Because
You don't.
people normally like, oh, you gotta wait until you get home to upload it. Kids these days, first of all, are idiots. They forget things, and they have other things they have to do.
Especially if they're doing sports.
They're doing sports, they got family shit, whatever the reason is. They're not going to remember, oh, I just did my homework, I need to upload it.
Honestly, the whole bringing school online should not have happened. It's
No,
one
like
thing.
if I was still in high school, I would be doing online distant learning fucking high school. I would not actually be in school. So then I could have my phone out and do the fuck I want because they can't do anything about it because I'm home. Thank you. What, you're gonna send me home? I'm already here, you dumb fucks.
You're gonna suspend me? How? I'm already home.
When they were doing not distant learning, when they were doing online learning, so like you had to like use your camera and all that. There's some stories of people, they're online, they're quote quote in class, camera on, and all that, and this guy's just sitting at his desk, his home desk, eating. And the teacher had the audacity to say, "You can't eat in my classroom." Bitch, I'm not in your classroom. I'm in my kitchen. What do you mean I can't eat in your classroom? I'm not in your classroom.
That's when you gotta pull out the smart ass card. Well, I mean, if you wanted to play it, you could swing by, but you're not here.
Oh, he did. He's like, what do you mean? I'm not in your classroom. I'm in my kitchen. But if you're so hungry, come by. I got some food for you. No, it's the teachers that really irked me in high school were like, oh, your professors are not gonna let that fly. Your professors are not gonna let you eat in their classroom. First day, I obviously the first 2 semesters were online, but the first time I actually had to be on campus. First day on campus, I had to kickstart 2 bags of chips and an apple or an orange, one of the two. And my professor didn't say shit to me. What do you mean I can't eat in your classroom? What do you mean the professors are not going to eat let you? Bitch, when's the last time you went to college?
Stone Age.
Apparently. This guy that I had for a teacher in middle school. He irked me.
I have a it's part of my OCD. I don't like when people write on my paper. Now, not grading, but like when they're trying to show me something and they like mark up my paper, it irritates me because then I'm like, okay, now I need new fucking paper because you just fucked up my progress. He always wrote on my paper. How many times I had told him not to write on my paper? He always did it. We were clearing out lockers, and I forgot my combination because, you know, I stopped using my locker 2 months in, and he had the audacity like, well, you're gonna have to remember your locker combination when you go to high school. The 4 years of high school, I didn't even know where my locker was because I didn't use it. What do you mean I'm gonna need to know my locker combination in high school? Bitch, get real.
Yeah, kind of was worse. I could headbutt my locker in a way that it was. I didn't have to put my combination. I just headbutted and it popped open.
Yeah, but we needed our combination so we could tell him, hey, this is the combination. Hey, our locker's cleared out. But like, I stopped like.
Both
What?
middle school, I'm gonna be honest, both middle school and high school, I wanted to break in the lock on my locker. In middle school, I did use my locker. So after I broke the lock, I literally just didn't say anything to anybody, and nobody ever found out, or they did and just didn't care.
Well, so I was at 2 different middle schools. The first middle school I went to, I used it. I used my locker for just storage, basically, because we weren't allowed to carry backpacks around in that middle school because it was in the hood. But our locks were like, you know, combination locks that you would take off and on. And if you didn't lock your combination lock, people would butterfly your lock. Basically, they would take your lock off and turn it around and lock it. One of the reasons why I would take my lock off and throw it into my locker, so that wouldn't happen to me. I did get a pencil stuck into my my locker because I didn't have a lock on there. But the other middle school, the one I was talking about with that guy, our combination thing was actually built onto the locker.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how mine
yeah.
was.
It was the
Yeah.
old school locker where
I
the
literally
combination was
broke
on
the
there.
lock just so I did not have to do the combination.
Yeah. But I just love that teachers these days, like, oh, your high school teachers are not gonna let that fly, and then you get to high school and you're like, I have no idea what they were talking about. But then your high school teachers are like, your professors are not gonna let that fly, and then you get to college and your professors are so laid back. They're like, I don't give a shit if you eat in my classroom.
I'm not the one paying for these classes.
Yeah.
One of my high school teachers, he, like, you know how, like, you're not supposed to be like sleeping in class.
Yep.
From freshman to senior year, I slept through every single class. Not a fucking word was said. Well, they try to say something. I explained to them like this: if I was to stay awake in class, do you think my grade would improve? Well, we could try that. So I tried it for a week. My grades actually went down.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, well, we tried it y'all's fucking way. Go back to my way. Grades shot back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you're cheating. How? So I made the suggestion, like, okay, put me when it's time to take a test, put me in a separate room. In a separate room, pass the test like normal. But he, gee, maybe it's because y'all are so boring. The only way I can fucking learn the material is if I sleep through it.
Yep. So I don't have that special power. My brother does. But I suffer from chronic migraines, right?
Mhm.
Well, I was not allowed to wear sunglasses inside. Um, even
Photosensitive
though, I mean,
eyes.
huh?
Photosensitive eyes.
My eyes are very sensitive to light. Especially lights that are like in schools and in like stores. Those like bright yellow
Yeah.
lights.
You know, let me
Yeah,
tell you like what causes it.
I
It's
think I
because
know, but you can. Yeah.
they
Mm.
do not produce. Okay, so those lights produce UVA. So it's like UVA and UVB. They
Mm-hmm.
only produce UVA, which is actually the one that hurts the eye. But if you put it, if they were the lights that produce UVA and UVB, basically the same exact lights that you would use for reptile enclosures, they're not
Yep.
harmful.
Yeah. So, when I had gotten those, one of those spells, basically like I need to put my head down. My head is killing me. Um, I was accused of sleeping in class to the point that I had one of the teachers like tap me on the shoulder. I'm like, "Hey, you can't sleep in class." I'm like, "Hey, I am not. Please do not touch me again."
I'll be honest with you. I got the nickname the hibernating bear for a reason, and I'm about to tell you the reason. The reason being is because, okay, so in my class, in one of them, I think it was either my reading class or one of those, something to do
Mhm.
with that. But we had the
English.
teacher, then we had the teacher's assistant, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well,
That's what I was talking about. Hmm.
so I usually get my work done and pretty quickly, and then, I'd snooze off. Well, first time the teacher herself tried to wake me up, I came up swinging. So at that point, she learned, okay, don't wake him up at all after he goes to sleep. Well, the teacher's assistant was this guy. I I want to say fresh out of college, to be honest. Um, and he decides he gonna get cocky, come over there and wake me up. And the teacher literally tells him, she interrupts the lesson and tells him, do not do that. He doesn't listen, and well, he winds up getting the same treatment. And the
Yeah.
teacher just looks at him, the teacher just looks at him, shakes her head, and like, I told you.
Yeah.
And mine was
Yeah. Yeah.
mine was my nickname was Whip Van Winkle because I could sleep through anything.
Mm.
Back when we had that earthquake, I slept through that. And when I woke, kind of terrifying when I wake up and there's no one in the fucking building.
Yeah, I had almost a similar experience. Like, and now people were still in the building, but um, it was freshman year, January 25th of January, basically. I know this because of my mother's birthday. Um, I was in basically study hall, where it's just a extra class where you can like catch up on homework and work and like basically schoolwork and homework at the same time. And I was already caught up, so then I asked the teacher, which we're very cool with. I was very cool with, if I could lay down on the floor because I was having a migraine, and I was also like in a extreme amount of pain also. And she's like, "Yeah, it's fine, whatever. You have all your stuff done. It's studies, it's whatever." And I kind of passed out, and I woke up to where there was no lights on. So I'm like, "Oh, she might have just turned the lights off." And then I passed out again. Then I woke up and I saw the emergency lights on. And I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" Apparently, they were doing an extraction, but there wasn't that. Apparently, one of the squirrels got into one of the holes where they were digging and chewed up some of the wires and caused a blackout in the school. So we basically had a half day. Yeah, waking up when it's pitch black and you have no idea why the lights are off. That is a that's fun. Don't you think, Dex?
I won't say fun for me because there was literally, when I mean there was no one in the building.
No one was
Wait.
in the building.
Yeah, like, and we just went through, apparently, when the alarm went off on my ass, I got greeted by 3 cops. And I go, hey, I'm a student here. Where the fuck is everybody? And then they thought like I had broke into the school. I said, no, I didn't break into the fucking school. Please pull up the camera. They pulled on the camera.
I literally was asleep and everyone left me here.
They pull it up, they see it, they go, okay, so we're gonna go talk to the administration board. And when I hear that, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm in the clear. I'm like, great, I'm in fucking trouble again. No. They got the fucking teacher. She made sure that every other fucking student left and forgot me. I don't know what the punishment was. I just know after that day, that whole week, she was extra fucking nice to make sure that I was there.
Dumb fool.
Probably because she didn't want to make the same mistake twice.
Yep. So you
It
so
never
you know that you guys,
apologized.
yeah. So you know that you guys tend to sleep in class, and you would throw hands if someone woke you up, and
Oh, I never had
you
an issue.
basically. No, I was talking about Blade. So kindergarten. You know you have like nap time. Remember the good old days, nap time. So
Now that I think about it, I don't think I ever went to kindergarten. Wait.
Yeah, you did. That's a requirement. Preschool was the optional.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I never went to preschool. I did
That's
go to
fine,
kindergarten.
But kindergarten, you still get naps. So we had a rule because you could sleep anywhere. You could sleep on the carpet. You could sleep at your desk. But most of the time, you know, kids were like, "Oh yeah, I want to sleep on the carpet." If you can't be quiet, you would be sent to your desk. And if you can't be quiet at your desk, you would be separated to like a desk and basically in a corner. I would on purpose, especially if it was PE day, because my PE teachers were assholes. Like bullies, assholes. I would on purpose be sent to the corner. And I woke up and no one was in the classroom. Like, no one was in the classroom at all.
Well, for that
So-
whole no student left behind protocol.
Yeah, so I guess she tried to wake me up and I was just dead to the world. Like, I could sleep through the sirens. That's how bad my deep sleep is. I guess she tried to wake me up and couldn't. This had happened more than once, by the way. The second time I woke up, she was at her desk. But I didn't say anything because if I did, then she would have taken me to class, and I'm like, I really don't want to go to fucking PE. So I went back to sleep.
I didn't have any issue with PE class. It was the only thing I hated was like that whole giant fucking tarp.
No, so they would not even, like I told you, not even students would, it wasn't just the students who picked on me. Even teachers picked on me. And it was mostly the PE teachers, and I still remember their fucking names to this day because how badly they impacted on me. They would tease me, call me names. I can't hear you stutter, blah, 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 blah. You need to speak up. Why can't you speak right?
why you such a crybaby, blah 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 blah, up until 3rd grade when I broke my arm, and then they were nice to me because
Because at that moment they knew they had royally just fucked up.
Oh, you're a whole lot nicer than me. I want to say kindergarten all the way up through middle school. I literally was a complete demon.
well,
In kindergarten, I couldn't sit still 5 minutes. In elementary school, I stayed to myself and was about as approachable as a porcupine with the quills out.
yeah, but I will tell you this: my 1st and 2nd grade teachers were dicks too. My kindergarten teacher was a sweetheart, and my 3rd grade teacher was an awesome teacher. But yeah, I was bullied by teachers, staff, students, you name it. They worked there. I was bullied by them.
I'm gonna be honest. I did have one teacher I did like. It was my 6th grade math teacher, and I'll be honest, the reason why I didn't have a problem with her or her class is mainly because, well, when I kind of had the ADHD and everything else take over, she just let me do what I want.
Yeah,
Just kept on with the lesson.
yeah, I understand that. I was just saying the only reason why. You also have to realize I also was the only girl between two boys, and of course my brothers were also in that school, so yeah. And I couldn't quite speak correctly. I have a speech impediment.
I did too. I did too.
and
You may not think it.
Yeah.
You may not think it, but I actually had to take classes with a
Speech
speech
classes?
teacher.
Yeah, speech classes. Yeah, those were lovely days.
I mean, she got it to where I could form complete sentences, but I still couldn't fix my broken English.
Yep.
'Cause,
I
like-
also had I also have a stutter on top of it.
Well, like, the way mine worked is I would think of the words faster than I could say them.
Mhm.
Literally.
Oh, that's part of ADD.
Yeah.
And, I think, yeah, I had a few people make fun of me about that, but it's like I said earlier, I winded up running the fade with them.
Mhm. But yeah, so not only could I not speak correctly, I also couldn't read correctly. So that made it even harder to fucking speak because you can't speak if you can't read. No, it doesn't matter what language it is. Can't read the fucking language, can't fucking speak the language.
I think that's bad. Instead of saying porch, I said poach. Instead of saying four, I said foe. Not even kidding.
Instead of saying library, I said library.
I think I had a few
Oh.
words where I did do that on, but I don't think it was library.
Aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminium.
I would say that. Aluminum. What was the other one?
I didn't. I'll be
Cinnamon.
honest. I didn't even bother trying to name a metal. I just said, "Why don't you go over there and pick up that stupid piece of metal?"
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Y'all had the fun classes.
Okay,
I didn't get put in those classes.
I mean, mine ended up helping me in the end, but I'll be honest, it was a pain in the butt trying to keep up when I needed to go to my speech class. Because, like, half the time I'd forget, like, when I was supposed to be in there. And, like, there was one time I think I skipped, like, four appointments with the speech teacher. 4 of them.
Yeah, I dropped my speech class after 5th grade. But I also wasn't diagnosed with dyslexia until 8th grade. I was misdiagnosed until 8th grade when they retook the test.
I was diagnosed with a speech impediment and ADHD. Severe ADHD.
ADD, monoculism. Let's see, what was that? Random impulsive disorder. Well, random obsessive compulsive disorder, which they
Basically,
count. But the thing is, with like OCD, it's when a very specific thing occurs, that becomes a fixation to fix. With my case, it was randomized. So, like, let's say, sample, dirty floor. One normally would bug the fuck out of me, and then out of the blue, this didn't bother me, and then 3 weeks later, it would bother the fuck out of me. So, and it would just be like, or what color the walls were painted.
Yeah, I told you how I felt when people wrote on my fucking paper, bro. Like that real, like I would tell the teacher, like, "Oh, you just wrote on my paper. I need a new one." And they would look at me like I had two fucking heads. Like, yeah, I'm serious. You fucking destroyed my fucking work. Give me a new fucking paper. It's my OCD where, yeah, I get it. I understand the compulsion of. Why'd you do that? Why is it like that?
The beauty behind the whole monoculism was, so it was every Tuesday from 6th grade to senior year, they would take me out of one of my classes just to, honestly, it was just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You think that'd be great until my grades started taking a hit. And they went from, oh, maybe this was a mistake. You fucking think?
You dumb fools.
Maybe not take me. And it was always the classes that I actually enjoyed. Not like in 8th grade, they put my ass in band class. I did not want to learn fucking drums. I had told them I have no intention of passing this class, even trying to pass this fucking class, because y'all put me in a class that I fucking hated, which, again, was percussion. I loved being in an art class.
Yeah. Oh, art. That's where we have similarities. Art class is it's the calming zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can be creative. You can be messy. You can be creative and messy. What's the harm in that?
Well, it was more than that. Like, I had, when it came to art class, I had the same one from all the way from 6th to 8th. It's like she already knew like what was my main issue, and she knew how to actually not only handle me, but like how to guide me correctly. But no, you want to put me in a class where I fucking don't know the goddamn teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you want me to learn an instrument that I fucking do not. You want me to randomly bang. The worst part about the whole percussion class, they wanted us to learn how to play the drums on fucking trash cans. Metal trash cans. So randomly beat at it. So it's like the one test we had to take out the whole portion of the class. They wanted us to perform in front of the whole fucking school. Not realizing
good luck with that, bro.
Well, if you don't do it, you're gonna fail the class. Now, I looked at. I'm gonna use a random name. Look, Mr. Campbell, you womp-eyed bastard! I told you on day one when y'all removed me out of a class that I actually wanted to learn to end this bullshit fucking class. And I know me cussing, you're gonna tell me to go to the fucking principal office, but hear me out. I told you on day one I have no intention of passing this fucking class. Yet you choose to ignore my warning. Therefore, fuck you, fuck this class.
Yep, pretty much.
But no, his favorite student was actually allowed to learn how to play on the drums, not randomly beating on the fucking trash can.
Yeah.
No one else could was allowed, but that one student.
I hate when teachers play favorites.
It was like,
Actually, I don't know what the word what was worse. Teachers playing favorites or teachers treating you just like your siblings. Oh, your sibling had my class too, so I'm gonna treat you just like I taught them. How does that
luckily,
fuck make any sense?
luckily, my siblings, my stepsister, my half brother, they share their last name, but I don't share my last name, so they never made the connection.
Yeah. The only reason this specific teacher made the connection is because of my mom, when for parent teacher conferences, because the teacher was chill until she met my mom, and then she started treating me like my brother. To the point that I almost threw my chair at her. Because that's how bad she was being.
I might have thought the kid,
What a chair. I
Wouldn't
just
be
would have picked up the desk and threw it at her.
I must say, it wouldn't be the first time I threw a chair at a damn teacher. I threw my chair, or I threw and kicked a chair at like this 56-year-old teacher. Like that's just how old she looked. Because she did not, I will quote Dex. She did not listen to my fucking warnings. My aunt just died that day, and my aunt was I was very close to my aunt because she's actually the one that helped me be able to speak and write and talk correctly, unlike any buffoon that ever taught me. This teacher was neighbors to my aunt, so she knew that my aunt died, and I already told her once and again before I even went into the classroom, hey, I'm not having a good day. Please don't talk to me. I'm just gonna try to do my work by myself, blah blah blah. But like, I was being responsible. No, she had the audacity to make it worse, to the point that I had a mental breakdown and threw a chair at her.
I won't say I threw a chair at a teacher. I may have done slightly worse. I kind of threw the 45-pound weight meant for the bench in the weight weight training. So for context, me and another guy, we had like assigned like workout people we had to stick with, and it's based on like how much you can actually lift. Me and him were walking over to the next machine. I didn't see the guy. The way that he was using dumbbells, like the punching motion, but he had dumbbell on his hand. I had walked into it and got my right eye. No, take it back. Yeah, my right eye, right below the eyebrow, busted wide open, and now I am. Yeah, my head fucking bounced, and I went fuck it. I got no thanks for the fucking adrenaline rush. Didn't realize I was pissing out blood. And the teacher kept saying, "Oh, it ain't that fucking bad." And I'm going, dude, I can't fucking see. I'm quite literally seeing red. I'm seeing my own fucking blood. I need to go to the nurse. No, it ain't that fucking serious. I had all the other students going, no, he needs to go to the fucking doctors. He's going to probably need stitches. No. Finally, at a burst of rage, I sent that fucking 45-pound plate from one side of the room into the wall. Right near his fucking desk where he was sitting at.
Good.
And that's when he finally actually looked and saw how much blood I was pouring out of my head. He goes,
Oh,
"Ooh,
fuck, he didn't even look at you?
no. Like the other students, when they saw that, I got my head popped up, and they's like, "Hey, dude's bleeding. He just got his head busted. He needs to go to the nurse." And he was telling us like this. It's like, no, it's probably not even that bad. And then he's like, "Oh, it is that bad." And then he looks over to see like what got thrown. I guess he assumed I just threw a dumbbell or like my phone. I threw the weight.
No.
It is now wedged into the fucking wall. I said, "Good. Now that we got that your attention now." And you know how like you're not supposed to use a teacher's act like their first name. I use his first name because I wanted him to know how badly pissed off I am. Now that I got your fucking attention, Christopher, I'm going to be leaving before the next person bleeds, which is going to be you. Do you need someone to help? No! They already did their job. They were supposed to notify you while you were jacking off to midget porn on your fucking computer.
Oh God. See,
No.
the only time I will admit that you should be lying, because when he was saying that it's not bad, I honestly thought he actually saw it. But then when he told me he wasn't even paying attention, that's when my like, oh well, that's on him. You stupid fuck. Yeah, you should. But yeah, the only time you should be lying to a student is like you actually saw it and you're just trying to get the student to calm down. Like, it's okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, bro. You're okay. It's not that bad.
Like,
Not my story, but it was a story that our home ec teacher told us because it was to make sure that people were being safe. So this it was this class, this guy or girl, one of the two. They were partners, and he was being funny, playing with the scissors, like cutting up the fabric, but wasn't paying attention. And he wasn't actually cutting the fabric. His partner was, and his partner wasn't paying attention, and cut through his hand. But he had his hand facing him, so he only saw the little cut. And he went up to the teacher like, "Hey, I'm bleeding. I might need to go to the nurse." But on the other side, where he was showing the teacher, his bone was popped through. Yeah, and the teacher was trying to calm him down, like, yeah, we can go to the nurse. It's fine. You're just bleeding a little bit. Trying to make sure he didn't look on his other hand, on the other side of his hand. And they were walking, and he's like, "I'm starting to feel funny. Are you sure it's fine?" And the dumb fuck decided to turn his hand over and saw the bone and passed out.
oh no.
The entire time where she was just trying to calm him down, like, "No, you're fine, bro, you're fine, you're just bleeding, let's just go to the nurse, you're fine, we're fine." No one told him that his bone was through his hand. And that,
Fuck
kids,
that,
is
man.
why we pay attention what we're doing when we are cutting with scissors.
Fuck that. Now the whole joke about the whole him watching midget porn, it's actually worse than that. I just at the time did not know. So funny enough, he's no longer allowed to work at any schools. He's for not.
Oh, no. No.
So
No.
he happened to be the girl's basketball coach.
I don't know where this is going.
Now,
Sorry.
there is some speculation even to this day, like who was leading who? Because while he was not convicted, which is kind of strange because of the text messages, that's how they found out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's because they had blared his name on every fucking news channel. In a way, I'm glad he can't, because he was kind of fucking weird. Even by like people standards,
Mm-hmm.
fucking weird. But yeah, he was the same one. And I don't know. I guess when I called him out on that bullshit call, that I guess it may have peered into his personal life, and maybe I just mistakenly thought like midget and child were the same thing. In my defense, and it looked
You
the
were a
same.
child you were already a child.
I mean, Maz, if you were to put a dwarf far enough away, at one point you're gonna mistake it and think, oh, that's a child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it was confirmed he did actually have midget porn on that computer.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I found
yeah.
out. I found out because the school allowed me to work on their computers, and I was able to look into their hard drives to quote unquote to make sure that everything was in working order.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to change my grade, and I saw that. I saw that file. I went, "What's this? The fuck is this?" The janitor hears me. He goes, "What is this?" Like, can you please confirm what I'm seeing? And our janitor, his nickname was Cookie.
Yeah. Okay.
He was kind of bulky in the sense of when he went over to the weight training classroom, he was casually bench pressing about 600 pounds. Again, in about 550s when the bar starts to slightly bend.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, well, that'll be some midget porn. Oh. Why? And he's like, hold on, why is this on your computer? This ain't my computer. This is a teacher's computer that I'm working on. Do you know whose teachers this is? Yeah, the weight training coaches. I knew that bald head of bastard was strange. Is that why you're always in our weight training class? We don't talk about that. I mainly do that to humiliate y'all guys.
Oh God! This reminds me of a student, a classmate I had. So he was part of the special ed. So he I don't know exactly what, like, I don't want to say problem, but like what made him be in special ed classes. Yeah. But he tend to make a lot of the girls uncomfortable. He would position himself against the wall, like move his they were single desks, so he would move his desk against the wall and put his hand down his pants in class and
I know where this is going.
do the little John jiggle. While teacher didn't know he was doing that because obviously she or he was teaching, but how he was positioned right in front of me, so I can see his hand moving in his pants. High school. Give you more of a perspective. Never washed his hands when he came back from a bathroom. His hands was always in his fucking pants, and he always had his tablet on his desk. So connect the dots.
I'd rather not.
Oh, he always had headphones on too.
I stick with my previous statement. I'd rather not.
Like he would position himself to where the wall was up against his back, so the teacher couldn't see what was on his tablet. Obviously,
I hate to
and
be
he
the
wonders
bear.
why. Yeah, and he wonders
They-
why no one wanted to share his stuff. Like, no, I don't want to touch your fucking marker. No, I don't want to touch your fucking paper. No, I don't want to sit next to you. You don't wash your hands, and your hands is always jiggling your john. I'm good. You're
I'm
nasty,
sorry,
bro.
that's a new way of like.
Jiggling your john. Waking
I'm-
the snake.
I mean, I've heard it called other thing, but that's a new one.
What? Waking the snake?
Jiggling the John. I've never heard.
Oh.
I mean, I've heard playing with the serpent spitter. What else? Serpent spitter.
Wakey, wakey, hands off, snakey. It took me a very long time to understand that that reference.
Then there was. Oh yeah, Waking the One-Eyed Giant. My defense, I didn't catch that reference until like a year. Like, someone had to explain to me because I thought they were like referring to my ass. But they get picked on quite frankly about that issue.
Kids are mean, bro. No, I would say like the wakey wakey hands off snaky reference took me a very long time to actually understand it. And when I watched My Name is Earl and he was waking up Randy and he was saying wakey wakey hands off snaky, his hand was in his pants. I'm like, oh, that's what that means. I think we broke Blade.
What? I wasn't even paying attention.
Wow. So you didn't hear any of the conversation between us?
I heard